Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Weeknights.
Oh yes, it's weeknights and the vibes alright. Oh yes, it's weeknights. So what a night.
Gonna be
Never
your favorite.
unpacking the.
No, go ahead. You got the icy chains on. You know what I'm saying?
That was just a little left eye, but you know.
Mhm.
And I got all my sisters with me. Anyway,
Yeah, yeah, you do.
that was a fun time in music.
Absolutely.
Anyway,
I am JD, aka He Who Pods. Glasses on, so I am also rearview mirror today.
oh, I'm Dash, aka Dashing D. I was staring at you like, what? Why the hell did you stop speaking? I'm Dash, aka Dash.
Excuse Dash. Dash, Dash was lighting that good stuff before we potted. You know what I'm saying?
Anywho, the lies people tell on me. Anyway, yeah, I'm Dash, aka
It's
Dashing D,
jokes.
aka the real king of R&B, aka I got all my sisters with me.
I guess I'm a sister today.
You know, I'm always,
Right on, sister. Right on.
you gotta do it for the girls. So
Oh, yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
anyway, we're out
Speaking of the
here.
girls,
hmm
I went to see The Crow, which I'm not ready to review yet, but I went to see The Crow and I saw a trailer, which I told you had to check out.
You did, you did, and I did.
And so we have now both seen the trailer for The Front Room, starring our very own Brandy.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Ah, I bet I know what's coming. Come on, give it to us.
First of all, I was triggered because controversial opinions will prevail here, but um, or rather, my take is controversial, and the opinions on that will prevail. I have experienced unpleasant mothers, so I was triggered. I'm gonna be honest; it wasn't mothers; it was a mother. So I was triggered by that. Just alone, I was triggered because this is about a woman and her crazy ass mother-in-law. So I was triggered, but also intrigued. I said, "Well,
Triggered and intrigued.
I want to see what this lady is doing." I don't even like scary movies. Okay, I just want to be honest. Also, I feel like my palate is changing a little bit because lately I've been kind of curious about the scary ones. I don't know. I don't know what's happening to me. Um, and then I'm gonna get spooked and go right back to my right back to where I came from. My goal in life and whatever I do is to not be afraid to walk around in the dark in my own home.
Oh my
At the
God.
point where I am afraid to walk around in the dark at home, we know that I've gone too far. I'm not there yet, which is why I'm like, oh, I kind of want to see this because it's a witch. The lady is a witch. It's clear. She's a witch and she's crazy, and I'm triggered because I understand difficult mothers, okay? I love Brandy. I think Brandy's great. Brandy hasn't been in a horror movie in a while.
That's true.
So I think this is fun and funny and very intriguing. I want to see this. I don't know about you, but I'm curious. I'll take the little fright to see what's going on. You know, Brandy in the movie is not bad. You know, she's fine. I don't think she's. It doesn't matter. Nobody asked me can Brandy act or not. But
Nope, nobody asked you that. Nobody asked you that.
well, because Brandy is the one that you see. Like she's the daughter-in-law. She's clearly going to be a big part of the film. The mother is clearly going to be a big part of the film. So that's why this stuck out to me. She appears to be the only black person
Yes,
in the film,
looks that way.
which is always concerning. It looks like she's gonna make it pretty far though. You look at the trailer. I mean, it doesn't look like she dies too soon if she dies at all. Um,
Right.
but yeah, no, I thought this was really interesting and creepy and weird, and I'm kind of into it. I don't know. What about
Well,
you? You
I
love
was sitting.
scary movies, so I don't know what you thought of this.
I love horror movies, but my
You
problem is in the 2000s, horror movies are not great.
yeah,
It's like you get a lot of trash ones before a good one comes along, and I don't think this is a good one. I got to be honest. I
yeah.
love Brandy. I love Brandy, and I'll say it one more time. I love Brandy, but
Yeah.
I'm not watching this.
I think this is just gonna be like a funny throwaway thing. I don't feel like this is gonna be like groundbreaking stuff, you know?
Let me tell you something. When I saw this trailer, I said, "Oh, okay. So when's this come?" Like as it was happening, right? First, I'm gonna be honest. First, I was like, "Hey, I think that's Brandy," and then I said, "No, that's Brandy."
Wait a minute, ain't that Brandy's brother? Do you remember that?
I do. I do.
Sure.
And so I thought to myself, "Okay, this is Brandy. Let me pay extra close attention." I should have went to the bathroom.
What?
I
No.
should have went to refill my popcorn. Something. This didn't look great.
It didn't do it for you?
And I'm gonna be honest. Like I feel like they took two things and kind of merged them together. Like they got the racist old lady skit
Yeah.
and then the like possessed by demon shit and put it together. I,
Yeah.
I
It
mean, like I and this is what really made me nervous.
hmm
When the trailer ended, as the trailer's coming to a close, I'm like, all right, maybe if I'm bored around Thanksgiving or Christmas, whenever this comes out in a couple months, it'll be something to watch. And then that shit was like, yeah, coming out in like 2 weeks, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Well, we're entering spooky season, so
I
that makes
I
sense.
go to no 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 no. Here's
No?
what doesn't make sense. I
Okay.
go to the movies religiously.
Okay.
This is the first time I ever heard of this movie or saw this trailer. Number two, we scoured the internet for trailers because of this pod.
That's true.
Where the fuck this trailer been?
I mean, let's okay. We should clean that up a little bit. We don't really have to look that far for the trailers that are popular, and I think that's kind of what this is saying to us here that you do have to scour the internet for those. Because it took me a minute to find the trailer for this
Yeah,
after you told me
that's my
about it. No, I agree with you, but what I'm saying is a lot of the trailers that we discuss are either being distributed by um, a streaming service, so they're promoting it themselves, or it's really big films.
okay. I'll take it back. Apparently, the first trailer came out in June 20th. So I'll give them a little bit of grace for that because I go to the movies all the time. I never saw this trailer. This movie comes out next week, so it was like in 2 weeks when I saw the trailer.
Right,
If you see a trailer for the first time and the movie comes out in 2 weeks, it might be shot by Ray J.
okay, I'm gonna have to correct you there. I'm not gonna let you do that.
It's a joke.
I know it's a joke, but I want to inform the people who may not know what I know.
Okay, what do you know?
Movies are promoted 3 weeks out. So when you start seeing, don't make faces and things like that. I'm not talking about when the trailer comes out 6 months to a year before.
But
I'm
that's what
talking
I'm
about
talking
promotion.
about.
I'm talking about promotion though, because promotion is different from putting out a trailer. You can put out a trailer and a lot of people don't see it. You can put out a trailer and millions of people will see it. That is not the push to promote the film. That's not what that is. Um, the push happens 3 weeks out. It's not weird that you're seeing this now. It's not weird that maybe people are even going on the internet and randomly bumping into it in places. It wouldn't be weird if you walked around the city and maybe saw ads this particular week and not weeks ago, because movie promotion typically happens. You start to see movie ads typically 3 weeks before the film comes out. It's on purpose. So,
But I didn't see an ad on the train or on YouTube. I go to the movies religiously, and I was in the theaters the last month. I saw movies very recently. I have not seen this trailer ever before this week.
also, don't I feel like is this considered horror?
Yes.
I feel like horror films are, were you going to see horror films? Because I feel like that particular genre, if you don't go to see a movie that is either adjacent or directly like it, in or directly that genre, I should say, you don't see them as much. Kind of like with animated films, where you don't see animated trailers as much. Like if you just go to like an action movie or whatever the movies are, you don't see them as often. I'm asking. I'm not. Um, you don't see them as often, right?
I saw a movie that is horror adjacent 2 weeks ago, and that trailer was not in the trailers.
All right. I'm just asking questions. I mean, listen, that's fine. I get
I'm
it. You don't
sorry.
want to
I'm
see it
sorry
if
that
you don't think it's
Brandy.
going to be good.
I'm sorry that Brandy will not be able to get my support this time. Brandy, I still love you, and I will promise you, whatever's the next project you put out, I will bump it because I'm still bumping your last project.
You don't want to go on a pod field trip to see Brandy?
No,
Yeah. All right.
I have AMC A list and will see this movie for free if I choose to. I am not watching this movie. It does not appear to be worth my 2 hours because yes, I don't pay for the film, but I cannot reclaim my time like Maxine Waters.
Okay. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. Well,
Let's move on.
on that note, somebody else in music is doing really cool things.
Yes, this is true. And so this article is from BET, um, and the headline reads Ghostface Killah teams up with Keurig for new K-Cups. What?
I like that idea.
The
It's
Wu-Tang
like rap
Clan
snacks,
legend.
but coffee.
I don't know how to respond to that. The Wu-Tang Clan legend launched a gourmet coffee brand in 2021. It says, ad, it says gourmet coffee brand. Ghostface Killah's gourmet coffee brand is brewing up something exciting. The Wu-Tang Clan legend is teaming up with Keurig to bring his coffee brand into the world of single-serve convenience. For the first time, Killah coffee will be available in K-Cups. Coffee aficionados can now grab mini pods of two of Ghostface top blends. The robust, quote unquote robust, excuse me, supreme dark roast and the medium roast, which is, I guess they put the comma in the wrong place. I don't know. Anyway, Shaolin cannoli, which is described as rich and perfectly balanced with the flavors of freshly baked cookies and sweet vanilla.
Okay.
And
I
the
like
50
this.
Yeah, apparently this coffee brand has existed since October of 2021.
I did not know that.
Uh And apparently, he also announced he's gonna open a coffee shop in Staten Island called Killer Coffee, named after the coffee brand.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I
I
can't
think it's
wait.
open
I'm
already.
going. I'm going. Even if you don't want to take a pod field trip there, I don't care. I'm going to that coffee shop when it opens.
I think it's
And
open already. It exists already.
really,
Yeah.
where is it?
That's all I'm about to say. I think this exists already. Yeah, it does. The address pops right up on Google.
What's the address?
I'm gonna say the address on the pod. They paid us for an ad.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to see if I knew the area, but it's cool. It's cool. I'll look it up on my own time. This is really cool and this is really interesting, and I don't want to go there. Maybe I'll go there this weekend. I want to go there. I'm intrigued. I have a Keurig and I will be purchasing Ghostface K-Cups. I have a confession. Most of you don't know this, and you shouldn't, but I am one of those people who will buy celebrity shit. I won't buy all of the stuff, but I still have They Block from when DJ Khaled was selling They Block, which is really just Palmer's cocoa butter, um, the cocoa butter lotion. It's really just that, but on the front of it, it says They Block. Um, so me buying Ghostface K cups, I just, my home is a pop culture home. As long as it's not something too cheesy, I will buy it. And if it's too cheesy, I will put it away to where people can't see that I have it, but it's there in the house. So like the Day Block is not on display anywhere. Maybe I should display it. I don't know, but it's not on display anywhere, but I have it. I'm not throwing it away. I paid way more money than I should have for cocoa butter to get the Day Block. I'm not going to use it now. It's years old, but I have Day Block in the house. I will buy their books when they write their biographies. Um, Me and Erica go together real bad. I'm gonna buy the K cups.
But will you drink the K cups? Will you try
Yeah.
the K cups?
Oh, I'm gonna try it. Of course, I gotta taste it. I gotta know. I'm gonna go to the coffee shop. Honestly,
Yeah, I'm interested in what that cannoli tastes like. I got to be honest. I'm sold.
I'm excited about this. I'm like, when is the next ferry? Like, let me get on the ferry and go over there. You know, you know.
I'm not, as willing as you to go like right now, but I would put it in my calendar and
Okay.
go in there.
Okay. Good to
Yeah.
know. Good to know.
Yeah, yeah, I would do that.
I'll let you know when I'm going. But yeah, I think this is really cool. I just love when people do dope stuff. Um, and this is really cool. So I want to support. I love Ghostface. I say that all the time. So why not support him? I would rather
Gotta
put money back into the artists that I really care about than even if they selling some nonsense. I don't. Yeah. If I have it, I'm a buy it because I just think it's cool. You know.
nothing wrong with that.
You know.
Yeah, it's funny that this
Fun.
came up because I've been thinking about trying Jadakiss coffee for a while. And I did not know Ghostface had a coffee company. So this is really interesting. And now I got two coffees to try.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't have a Keurig, so I would have to find another way. I'm sure they sell coffee I could put in a coffee pot.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I want to try both of those. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I want to try those.
Um.
I feel like it's my duty. Like, how you gonna drink coffee
Too.
and be a hip hop head and not try the hip hop heads coffees?
Yep. Well, it's kind of like, well, never mind. I won't say that because that person is in prison. But yeah, like, I just kind of been that
What
way.
R. Kelly had?
No, it's not Kelly. Um,
Oh,
I just kind of been I just kind of been that way for a while. Like I remember being
You
so
drank Tory
annoyed.
Lane. You drank
I,
Tory Lane's coffee.
I attempted to go to his ice cream shop that he had in Florida, but I think it was closed during the time that I was there.
Tory Lane's.
This was
Got
before
it.
this was before the shooting. Just to be,
Got you.
but yeah. So I attempted to do that. I remember being in junior high, and that other dude that we can't mention.
La da da da.
No, not that one. Um,
Oh,
the one who more recently we
take
can't.
that. Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. Take.
Right. I remember when he opened his restaurant that was named after his son, and I was really excited to go and check it out. And I think it was my 12th or 13th birthday. That's where my mom took me. Like, it was a whole thing. Invited friends and all of that. I just always been like a pop girl. I love pop culture. I love entertainment. I think you guys know that. So I'm with it. If I could do it, I want to check it out. I also want to check out other cool things too. That's not the whole. I'm like, it's not over here living a very cheesy life, but I think those things are fun, and also it's just different for them, right? Like you see
Yep.
them in one way when you know an artist, especially if you've grown up on an artist, you see them in that way.
Yep.
And I think it's really interesting when they branch out and they do all of these cool things that just are just normal, regular people. Like, oh, felt like opening a coffee shop, so I did. Or,
Right.
I wrote a book, so I did. I wanted to write a book, so I did.
Right.
I always think that's cool. But yeah,
Yeah,
so
I agree, and I think if we can support black businesses, we should. And so, if we can support people we're fans of who also own and operate black businesses, we should.
hmm I agree.
Well, you know, there's a lot of new music that came out, but we didn't get to listen to it yet.
hmm
And so that means we got to go another route. And so it's time for another Am I the Asshole?
The Friday edition. I feel like this is our Friday thing, honestly.
That's funny.
hmm
All right, here we go. It says, Am I the asshole for wanting to break up over my girlfriend's drunk mistake? Throwaway account because I'm really at a loss here and I just want to get some outside perspectives. My girlfriend, 26-year-old female, and I, 28-year-old male, have been dating for about 2 years. We've also had a strong, loving relationship, and I thought we were heading towards something serious. A few days ago, she went out with her friends to celebrate a friend's birthday. I had to work late and couldn't join them, but I told her to go and have fun. What a
Go
guy.
on, girl,
Go on, girl, have a good time.
and come home, lick it up.
Hey. Um, and have fun. I trusted her completely, never had any doubts that she'd be safe with her friends. The next day, she came over to my place looking really upset. I thought something bad had happened to her or her friends. We sat down and she told me she needed to confess something.
Dun dun dun.
My heart sank because I could tell it was serious, but I had no idea what was coming. She explained that she got really drunk that night, way more than usual. While she was at the bar, she saw a guy who looked just like me. Nah, nah.
That was the moment when I said, "Okay, we'll do this one." I didn't finish reading it. I
Nah,
just got
nah,
up to
nah,
that
nah.
point, and
Nah,
that
nah.
was
I don't
my
think we need to.
exact.
I don't think we need to read anymore.
That was my exact reaction. I was like, "Oh, okay, we'll do this."
He looked. He looked just like me, so you had to fuck him, right?
You know that's coming, or something, or at least some version of that.
All right. Let me go back to this bullshit. All right.
Yeah, I don't think it was a lot more.
She called out my name, Oh, wait, okay. In her drunken state, she thought it was me and went up to him. She called out my name and he just smiled and started talking to her. So she ended up spending the rest of the night with this guy thinking it was me. She kept calling him by my name and apparently he never corrected her. He understood the assignment.
I don't know if you could get away with that in 2024.
That nigga said, Steve, no problem. If that's what you need to call me,
That's
boo.
Steve.
I'll be Steve tonight. You know what I'm saying? Listen,
Yeah.
I'll be whoever you want tonight, baby.
I
Whoever
don't.
you want.
I don't know how far that gets you in 2024. I'm just saying.
Oh man, all right. Obviously, for those in the comments, I'm playing around. But anyway, um, he never corrected her. They danced, talked, and left the bar together. She said she was convinced it was me even when they left. This
What?
is
You know what your man looks like?
this is where my heart actually stopped. It wasn't until she woke up the next morning in a stranger's bed that she realized it wasn't me.
All
She was
right.
horrified,
No.
left quickly, and came over to confess everything.
No. Don't
She
believe
was
her.
crying. She was crying and said she never meant to cheat on me and that it was a
Liar, liar,
horrible
liar.
mistake. You gonna let me finish reading?
Sorry, it's just she's a liar. It's a good lie. Like if you could get the person to believe the lie, it's a good lie, but it's a lie. You didn't know that you didn't go to your man's house. You've been with him for 2 years and you didn't realize. And let's say for argument's sake, this really happened, which I don't believe, but if it really happened, you got so drunk that you didn't know that you weren't with your man,
Let me finish reading, man.
even when it went in. Never mind. Just
La da da da.
I don't. You are so inappropriate.
Oh la la la.
Hello. What part of you are so inappropriate was unclear.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Oh man. All right. She was crying and said she never meant to cheat on me and that it was a horrible mistake because she genuinely thought she was with me the whole time. I'm in dispute with myself. On one hand, I get that she was drunk and confused. But on the other hand, she still ended up sleeping with someone else. It hurts so much to think about, even though she says she thought it was me. I love her, but I'm struggling to see how I can trust her again after this. Am I the asshole for thinking about breaking up over this? I am pretty insecure when it comes to trust and cheating inside a relationship. But she still cheated, even if it was in her vulnerable state. She was still honest about it and seems to regret it deeply, but I'm not sure. Plus, her friends were there and knew me. They could have stopped her. Oh, he wrote the wrong word. They could have stopped her or done something.
Well,
Now it's finished.
they didn't do anything because they knew that it was bullshit. Now, there's a lot of lies that you could tell, and this is one of them. I don't know how you're with somebody.
2 years.
Let's 2 years. No, I knew. I just stopped myself because I'm like, all right. Let's say at the bar she realized that she saw the man and she thought it was her man. But at the point where you went up to him and started talking to him, you didn't realize that it wasn't him. Girl, why are you lying? Also, let's be clear about something. And if you're watching this with your children, you should probably ask them to leave the room.
You should not watch this with your children.
I'm just saying, if you don't know the difference between your man's dick and a stranger's dick, You've got big problems. Every dick is not the same. They are not all created equal.
He said that, and they not like us started playing in my head.
Any woman in her right mind would know the difference. Even if I, even if you want to argue that up to the point where y'all got naked, you didn't know, which I just don't believe, because at the point where y'all pulled up at his house and you didn't know
You
that
ain't
it
know
was
it
your
was a
man's
different
house,
house.
y'all been together for 2 years, and even drunk, you can't recognize his house, his bed, his things.
Right.
Nothing raised an alarm. And if anybody is that drunk, you, for all of these reasons, he should break up with her. The fact that you could get that drunk, the fact that
Right.
you could tell these lies, the fact
You
that you
don't
didn't
believe
know
this
it,
at all.
the fact that you didn't know it wasn't my dick. He could choose to believe her all he wants, but it just, even if he believes her, it just doesn't make sense. Like, at what point do you have to be held accountable for your own drunkenness? Like, you, what? Sorry, I didn't mean to hijack the whole thing. I just feel like, what are we doing
No,
here?
it's okay. Listen, this is your platform too. Get your shit off.
I don't know what we're doing here. Like, I don't even know. I didn't realize that it was going to go that far. I honestly thought, when I saw it, I thought it was funny. And I got up to the same point you got up to when you started to laugh. And I thought to myself, oh, she probably like made out with him or something, and then realized. Never did I
Well,
think that it was going to be that she went all the way home and then woke up next to him the next morning.
but
Girl,
she didn't even go to her home. She went to the guy's home.
right, which is why all of this sounds like bullshit.
Yeah.
Because I could see, okay, I could see if she said she went back to her place, because then you wouldn't, if you really believe that this person was someone you knew. Also, I just don't understand, like, how did the conversation not seem weird? You're having a conversation with a stranger versus someone you've been dating for 2 years.
Yep.
That conversation couldn't be the same,
How
drunk
much?
or not. And this is a lie. And the fact that he's over there like, why didn't her friends intervene? Her friends knew she was fucking around with another guy. Not their place.
Wait. Hold on. So your friends wouldn't try to stop you from fucking a random guy
When I say not their
if
place,
you had a man?
no, I'm not saying that. When I say not their place, I mean, if she was doing what she was doing, she was gonna do what she was gonna do anyway. Also, her friends holding them responsible for her lie, because again, you gotta understand, I believe this is a lie. So when I say not their place to tell her truth is what I mean. So I don't mean not their place to intervene. Friends intervene. Some friends encourage you. Like, that's real
That's
shit.
true.
Like,
No, that's facts.
I have friends who would try to stop me. I would have friends who would try to encourage me, and I have friends who would be like, "Oh, girl, I don't know," and not really say anything, not give an opinion at all. I mean, if that's what you want to do. Yeah. So I don't. I don't think that friends. I'm not saying my friends wouldn't do it. I just don't think that her friends are responsible for her actions at the because even if your friends try to convince you not to do something, if you want to do it, you will do it. You're your
Of
own person,
course.
and you have your own. So that's why I'm like, I don't even want to. They don't control her. Who's to say they didn't try to stop her? Who's to say they didn't say, "Hey, what are you doing with this guy?" or whatever the case may be.
Well, that was not part of the story, so that's why I'm asking. Because I believe if it was part of the story, it would have been included here.
Right. And I also think that the reason why there's no mention of her friends is because her friends know that she's telling him a lie.
Got it. Okay. I don't think he's an asshole for thinking about breaking up. I think he should break up with the person in question.
Yeah.
Um, uh-oh.
What
What
happened?
was that? You didn't hear the noise?
Oh, it was my phone.
Oh,
Excuse me.
everything good though?
Hmm.
I think he should break up with the young lady. Yeah, I've been messing around for almost 2 years, all that good stuff. Great, lovely, splendiferous. Um, let's just say we believe the story. I'm gonna go another route than how you went.
Okay.
I think whether this is a lie or not is complete bullshit.
Agree.
So let's just say we believe the lady. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt.
She deserves
Why
no benefits.
why oh she got the benefits already. Plenty of benefits. She got benefits all night.
Oh yeah, because he has to ask strangers on the internet whether he should stay with her or not. Which, sir,
Yeah, she got the benefits all night. Now,
have some pride about you.
um, right. So now let's say we believe her. Why in the fuck would you want to stay with someone who gets this intoxicated?
That's what I'm saying.
If I'm just saying,
That's
if
what
we
I'm saying.
believe the story, which is bullshit either way, but let's just go with his perspective. Sir, if you believe this woman, then sir, this got to go.
This sounds like
Because
alcoholism.
how often is she gonna go get chocolate wasted and just end up in a stranger's bed because he kind of sort of maybe looked like you in her drunken state? How wasted you got to be to not know the person you're in love with is at work, not across the bar? How drunk you gotta be to forget that the nigga said, hey, boo, I got to work late. I can't make it at all. How drunk you got to be to completely forget that and go, oh, I think that's Steve right there. Yeah, girls, I'll be back. I see Steve. I'm gonna chill with Steve. I see y'all later. How drunk you gotta be? That's what I want to know.
Me too.
So if this person could get that drunk
Yep.
at what, 28 years old? How old was she? Hold on,
She,
let's go
she's
back to the.
she's 26. He's 28.
Good job. You are correct. Even at 26, fam, if you getting that drunk at 26 and you can't even recognize who you fucking, I mean, don't get me wrong, I might have said the wrong name in a drunken state, but not fucked a stranger that I thought was my significant other.
No.
How drunk you got to be? And when I said the wrong name, I was wasted. I don't even remember part of the night. That's how wasted I was. This is, I mean, the top level drunk I've ever been. Still, I knew who I was fucking. The wrong name slipped out in a drunken moment, but damn, you don't know who you fucking. You got no clue. Get rid of this lady. Go find you a drunken stranger. Excuse me, not a drunken stranger. Go get drunk and find you a stranger. That's what I mean to say. Because the first way make it sound like I'm telling him, go find a drunk woman. No. Go get drunk and find you a woman.
Yeah.
And you need to go to the clinic, brother. Because if she's smashing strangers, she might have contracted something. It's possible. Because I doubt if she thought this was you, again, going with the believe, right? Going with the benefit of the doubt. Pretty sure she smashed homie raw. Y'all been fucking for 2 years. Probably threw condoms away a long time ago. She probably had a great raw night with the gentleman, fake Steve, fake Usher. You know what I'm saying? She was having a blast with fake Usher.
Not fake Usher. How he get
Fake
in
Usher
it?
was petting her hair and saying, it's okay, girl.
Yeah.
It's over, fam. Get rid of her. Go to the white lab coats. Go get checked out. And if you know, you might need a shot of penicillin. Hopefully not.
I just, I just, I don't know. I know we gotta go, but oof, what a mess. What a mess. He is not the asshole. She's the asshole for getting that drunk. Also, I just want to say, if this story is true, I don't know that it is, but if this story is true and if what this woman is saying is true, then I do want to acknowledge the problematic nature of the man who she had sex with. If she was that drunk to not know who he was, I don't think he should have been trying to have sex with her. But
No, I agree. That's why I was making jokes.
yeah, no, no, I understand, and I listen. I found a lot of humor and entertainment in this too, but I just want to be clear that
Yeah, no, he's foul.
if this is real and if this is true, what really happened, so it's
He's foul.
fucked up.
He's foul.
Yeah.
But it does bring an interesting conversation, maybe for another time,
Hmm.
of what do you do when a straggler is all up on you? Because in this instance, yeah, he never said that he was not Steve or fake Usher, whatever name we want to go with, right? He never said, no, I'm not so and so. But she was on him. She danced with him. She made out with him. She left with him. What do you do in that position where a straggler is, what do the kids say, on your body?
I think if the person is too drunk to identify who you are or who you aren't, that should have been the walk away. That should have been the moment where you said this can't go too far. Like y'all want to have fun and like have conversation and drinks and whatever, cool. But to take her home and have sex with her, I don't know that that's on in his home on his turf. Like it just feels creepy to me. Um,
I don't disagree with that. I
but
just want
I
to be
do.
clear because of the internet. But I'm just saying, I think
Yeah,
it's an interesting topic because
no, it is.
sometimes the drunk person be on you.
No, I agree. I agree, but I think in the day and age we're living in, I think that people have to make smarter decisions all around.
Oh,
So
I agree.
I think that just because the drunk girl is on you doesn't mean that you no longer have responsibilities as an adult human, you know?
Agreed. Right.
So I think there's a fine line there.
Yeah.
Um, and then, you know, there's
And
the
I
drunk
just I
when
just want to say one
two
last.
people are drunk.
Yeah, I mean, drunk bar anyway. Bar hookups are a whole other thing.
Yeah,
Um.
that's what there's a whole culture around that. So,
Yes, I know it's scary, but
mhm.
I just want to say the last thing. As far as her friends, no, they're not responsible. It's absolutely not their responsibility. But I do question in this story, right? If we're believing the story,
Mhm.
what type of friends does she have that they didn't try to stop her? It's not their responsibility. But if I'm wilding, my friends, males or females, are gonna say, "Hey Jay, yo, you bugging out right now, kid. Come sit down, drink this water. No, you're not leaving with the stranger. Get their number, get their Instagram, and if you sober later, you want to connect with them, that's your choice. But right now, sit your drunk ass down and have some water."
Well, I think it goes back to hookup culture, bar hookup culture, and I think that that's very commonplace in some circles for people to go out and go to the bars and meet someone and go home with them. I don't think that
So,
that is
so it's
uncommon.
possible. So you think it's possible she been fucking strangers?
That is also a possibility. But what I'm saying is, I could totally see her and her friends going out, and you know, they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna hook up with that guy tonight," and people do that all the time and don't think there's anything weird or scary about that. Um,
But what I'm saying is, again, not her friend's responsibility. But if she is in a 2-year relationship, I would question, why aren't your friends trying to stop you?
right, but that's what I'm saying is there are people who don't think there's anything wrong with that. There are people who would encourage you to do it. There are people who would say, go have your fun. And also, in the same vein, don't think there's anything wrong with picking up a stranger at a bar. So if you combine those two things, then yeah, you would have friends who don't really intervene. Or you'd have friends who maybe intervened and you stopped them, and they said, okay. Because that happens too. I think it's a really complicated thing when it comes to the friends. Um, we don't know that they didn't say anything. We don't know that they didn't try to intervene. I just think it gets really sticky and really complicated when it comes to stuff like that. Because I agree with you. Like I said, I have friends who would be like, what are you doing? I mean, Dash, what are you doing? And I also have friends who might encourage me. I mean, I don't have very
No,
many of
same,
those.
same.
I don't have very many of those these days, right? But I think when I was younger, and I just want to be clear, I was never into hookup culture. That wasn't my thing, and I've been very honest about my history and my past, so I have no reason to lie. But I've never like went and picked up a guy in a bar and went home and had sex with him. That's never been my style. But um, but I do know people who think there's nothing wrong with it. I know people who think that when you travel abroad, it's fair game. They're
Yeah,
strangers that you'll never see again. Whatever, you meet them in a bar or a club or whatever, and so I don't think that I think that we think about these situations through our lens, which makes sense because that's how we form opinions.
right.
But I think that what we sometimes forget or sometimes don't consider is that there are people who are completely different from us, completely
Yeah, of
different from our
course.
friends. And will there are people who anything goes.
Yep.
So
I know some of those people.
right. So, you know, yeah.
All right.
This was
Well,
way more pod than it was supposed to be.
such is our style,
Right.
We some talking ass talkers.
We are. We are.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed this episode. Let us know what you think in the comments. Who you think is an asshole? Do you believe the story or not? Are you trying Ghostface K-Cups? And enjoy your weekend. We will see y'all on Monday.
I